I'm gonna move these wheels right here. I just want you, both of you know. I'm gonna move the wheels. Hola, hola, hola. I'm going to move a little bit this wheel. I just want you to know. I don't want to scare you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stand around to the Oscar, face to me. That way you can see me and hear me better, because I use my hands to explain some of the process we do in the factory. The factory have 100 years the past made. It's a big history right here. Dime cielo.
Hola corazón de melón.
¿Qué tal?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Nice. Alright amigos, right now I'm going to introduce you with your local guide. Alright, local, not loca. Alright, her name is Anna, we call her Anita. Alright, so our departure time is going to be 11 o'clock. Alright, so the tour is going this way. At the end, in that table, we're going to have fruit and juice complimentary for you, and then you're going to have the 5 Costa Rican minutes to the kitchen. Alright? So enjoy the ride, watch your step, and I'll see you when you finish. Alright?
Thank you. Good morning, all of you, and welcome to the Oscar Factory, Mr. Eloy Alfaro. Eloy Alfaro founded this factory in 1923. What we build in here is the Oscar who worked on the farm, using all the process and experience what his family have in all these years. In Costa Rica, all of you going to see a lot of Oscars because it's our labor national symbol. Early in the 19th century, Costa Rica did not have another name to transportation, just an oxen cart was using to handle merchandise, agricultural products, as well as people. You imagine the Mowgli Road, the toll road, the severe weather, the dense forest. We talk about 80 to 90 years ago. And these 3 wheels, you can see the transcendent for our history. The first wheel have 150 years. Was the first wheel was used in Costa Rica. Was too heavy for the 2 oxen plus the half load. Our second wheel was created 81 years ago. We call the compact wheel. This one is made with a wooden only piece, was caught in the vertical line position. But under this wheel is started moving around day by day, it started to change in a oval form. If one of these wheels get damaged, broken 81 years ago, one example, the one is behind yourself and the back. See this one in the floor. They have to stop the activities for 3 or 4 weeks to replace some piece. But the biggest problem 80 years ago was to find a tree that wide to replace in one piece. 63 years ago, this factory decided to invent a wheel we still using today in our country. Have 16 pieces and is tied by the metal hub. But 63 years ago, we don't have a house in Costa Rica. We bring the first one from Massachusetts and the second one from Philadelphia. By the owner, Mr. Eloy. He was a person very visionary by the future. In that time, he had one friend from Germany. Both of them bring all these machines. One is in the first floor and the right part to the factory. And from that time to today, we started building all these metal pieces here. The hub, the axle, the screws, the bars, all these metal pieces. Holding one Oscar in one piece. In Costa Rica today, we still use the oxen cart to recollect the coffee and do all the activities what the people do in the farm. And Mr. Eloy decided to put the iron ring around the 16 pieces. Let's proceed. 6:30 in the morning because the temperature is so hot, 850 degrees. And we do in this special space outside to the factory. What we see in front of us is in a concrete table. We lay down the 60 pieces and tie by the hub. You don't move in all the process. Behind is the sink. We fill it up the water because we're gonna need it for the iron. Right beside the concrete table is the oven. Soon we heat the oven. We put both iron rings for 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, both iron rings get real melted. One cook work to one side and another to another side using special tools. They raise the iron ring and put around the circumference of the wheel. Of course, when the iron touch the wood, get in the fire right away. We slowly start to coat with water. In 2 minutes, the iron starts to shrink and compact around to the circumference of the wheel. And we can guarantee new wheels for 15 to 20 years. It's one of the reasons why the people in Costa Rica still use the oxen cart is because they save a lot of money. They don't have to buy gas, they don't have to buy tires, they don't have to go to mechanic. And by geographic, sometimes the trucks can go close to the rivers or heights in the hill. Building one Oscar like this one takes 100 hours, one workers. We build in 3 Oscar a month. Has to be ordered by the owner. One Oscar costs between $3,000 to $4,000. We use mahogany, laurel, stick, and the purple heart. When the Oscar is already built, the owner decided the color to cover all the Oscar, and the factory assigned one artist of free hands, decorate all around and mold wheels. Take 120 hours to do. All this decoration can you see in the walls is the traditional decoration in all Costa Rica. But in this town, the artists prepared minimum 5 years to be recognized an artist, made popular own town and own country. If you show you, Nacho show you the biggest Oscar in town. You see the biggest Oscar in town? We built in here 18 years ago. We don't have a gazebo like now. 11 years ago, we replaced both wheels, and that's why we're keeping this one right here. But what I gotta show all of you inside the factory is what happened 100 years ago, when in this village only lived 20 families, and still an electricity plantation. And that time was only for lighting a house at night. Mr. Eloy wasn't available to use electricity in his factory. He called the municipal and asked for the permits. Everything was a mountain right here. He found the more close river 2.5 miles away. So this gentleman sailed here to the river, put it to very deep inside to be sure to have water for many years. That was 100 years ago. Now we're going to show you we use a hydraulic energy by water. We're going to share some secrets we keep it in the factory and show you how the factory works with the water wheel. We're going to get inside from that front door, and I'll be waiting for all of you inside. Take your time, watch what you step this way in.
Are all of them the size?
No. I'm going to talk to you about it. Yes, yes. It's size number 2 because the hub is in number 2.
Oh, okay.
Better than sitting standing.
Mikey, you want to talk? I'm waiting for it.
I'm ready to take it.
This is one to the people Bible. And the number 30. That's the difference to the sizes and the prices. Okay. We use mahogany, laurel, teak, and the purple heart. When we finish to cut the oxen cart, we have to cure the wood, first of all. After the owner knows which color he decided, we paint piece by piece. When we give it to the artist, we give it the artist doesn't sample, all in pieces. So they can start to paint piece by piece. When it's completely dry, like 1 week after the paint, they give it time, they start doing sample with all the metal pieces. This why it take 100 hours. So when we assemble the open car, like the one is in a casino, it's already finished. This table was created 63 years ago to assemble the wheels. Here we lay down the 60 pieces and one wheel, doesn't matter what size. One wheel has 15 pieces the same size. The last piece is the one you cross the circumference, that means it's a different size. Here is the hub. It's 2 pieces. Another one is in the other side. It's 8 holes for put the 8 screws. 1 screw go between 2 pieces, each 2. When the hub is already tied by the 8 screws and both sides, we cut the circumference to the wheel, depends to the size of the wheel, and we measure. And we take away to the total size 2 centimeters. When we take the 2 centimeters out, we have the iron piece. We buy the iron piece straight. So it has to give it the form to the ring, and we weld it. Put in the oven to 850 degrees for 45 minutes. The iron is fed 3 centimeters. It's why we take away 2 centimeters. But when we put the iron ring red melting, burn in 2 minutes 1 centimeter, and the circumference. Stay where you are, please. Turn around to my way, please. Can we open in the middle so everybody can see from behind, and the people, bless you, darling, and the people from behind can get a little closer so you can see. Here is the wheel. 1 screw holding 2 pieces. See how tight is the iron about the wood. It's really heavy. I can even rise even the smaller ones. 1 Oscar weighs 300 kilograms. It's why in Costa Rica we use the offset to ride. It's a special tool for work and to the farm. We are the only industria and patrimonio cultural in all country, the only one in all country. We cannot change nothing what is in front of your eyes. Please watch when you step, see the group, and be careful the tall people with the yellow bar, and we're gonna stand them in front of me to my next side. We have to be away from the yellow bar and the wheels because everything gonna move so fast and strong in front of me to my left side. Be careful, watch when you step, all of you, in front of me to my left side. For the wheels, we use only teak and mahogany. In front and to my left side. Let's get in, let's get in. Come on, let's squeeze it a little bit more. You have to see me put 150 people here. And you have some steps right there. We have to be away from the yellow bar in the wheels because everything gonna move so fast and it's strong. Let's get in, please. It has to be away from the yellow bar in the wheels. Let's get in. This way, ladies and gentlemen. Watch when you step in front of me to my left side. We have to be away from the yellow bar in the wheels. Everything gonna move so fast and it's strong. You can stay right there. You can see it right here. Just watch me, just watch me. Okay, 2 steps to your right. In 100 years, this one wheel is the 3rd one. The first wheel was the wood 1923. The second wheel was the wheel at drums 1934. After Mr. Eloy did all this machine from German, he by his kids building this wheel in 1965. Watch here, sir. Everything gonna move so fast in front of the top of you. When we change the way to the water pull the buckets inside the wheel and produce the movement to all the factory. We receive 120 liters of water by minute. We produce 15 to 16 horsepower. We can use many machines at the same time. And this factory, everything is manual. That's why we spend 100 hours to build the one car. Each machine is tied by the leather belts. If I do like to use one of these machines, what we do, we change the belt with the machine we like to use. We take out the brakes and work exactly like we use in electricity. See? By the power of water, we can transfer the power to the second floor. Everything is manual, so we change the belt, use the brakes, and slowly the machine is slowed down. When I raise the stick again, I open the gate, I cylinder water, the water going to the concrete hole, touch stick, and the wheel is started to build 75 centimeters and go back to the river about 2 miles away. We work with the clean energy inside of contamination, water urine, and the center to the house. See, that is the gate. That is the gate. I raise the stick, and slowly all the machine is slowed down. Was in Syria 100 years ago. And that time we have 8 kids who has to see everything work in that time. When we finish one of cars, a wheel for decoration or 24/7, they come the hands to the artist. I like to all of these 3 young people decorate everything what we produce right here. Take your time, we walk this way, pass through from this door, and we pass through behind the big wheel. And we're going to start with the first young. And this way we're going to do like a half a circle, the way you can see Jennifer paint. Let me introduce all of you, Jennifer.
Oh, wow.
Also, we do have a tradition in Costa Rica where we do have little ones. In winter time, we use on Costa Rica, everyone have this kind of cups. When they go to bed, we give them a warm drink like milk, hot chocolate. We call agua dulce. We do that time. That thing like a kind of sugar. It's a little sweet. It's warm. They go to bed right away. Everything natural, of course. And they sleep all night. It's like a magic cup. Everybody in Costa Rica, we do have. We call jarros de loza. Everybody have. When I have memories, we remember. We was 12 at home. So, believe me, it is absolutely true. And she do a beautiful curly one. See? Now let me introduce this to Jordan right here. Let's get closer to see this to Jordan. Believe me, you like to see everything. The first one is Edgar. Edgar has 47 years to the experience. He painted with his left hands. Johan is one artist traditional too. He has 17 years to the experience. And Johan comes with the family to the artist to decorate eco-ecologic designs like this one. Take around 5 years to manage. You can decorate eco-ecologic like this one right here. The artist practiced 5 years. The first thing the artist learned is how to use the background color. The background color tells 3 artists which color can use for combination. One can the curly, they just put the brush and do the way to the curly, the spaghetti one, they call it spaghetti one. The other one is a full of colors, shadow with the side stronger, to the stronger colors. And the white lines show you the form and the elegance to the traditional decoration. One artist can paint in anything: metal, wood, walls, stones, umbrellas, fabric, glass, all the free hands. All of you are in Sachi. Sachi in Costa Rica, we call the creek to the artisan. And this time, we live in a different culture. The families have a special space at home to create a different kind of souvenirs. One day a week, all the artisans around bring everything what they produce and we buy from them. We buy from 2,600 families. We live now in Sachi, more than 20,000 persons, and we receive in the store around 5 to 800 persons a day, 7 days a week. It's impossible we can fill the store. And you're going to see incredible things made by hands. Everything made of wood, by hands, hardy paint is made down glacier. And the second floor to the factory and decorated by the artist one you can see right here. The mural is exactly how the factory in town looked like 53 years ago. Bless you. It's another paint. Close to the journeyman rooms is this beautiful bill. It's the number 10, more beautiful in all the world. It's the 5 colonies bill. Represent for Costa Rican people how the economy grow by the coffee and the sugar, bananas, and cacao. Bless you all. Thank you very much, all of you, and God bless you. When you decided to visit Costa Rica and to visit small towns like Sachi, you don't have any idea how do you help us to support all these families and help with the economy for this town. Jennifer, Edgar, and Johan are independent artists. They work here 7 days a week. Each one covers 6 days. They come 7:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But the artists only have paid for the art, or the boss let them to have the pamphlet to incentive them, and that way they can show you a real artist holding the tradition important for all Costa Rican people. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you for your attention.
The fights in 1823 were the ones who wanted to be 100% independent, and they moved the capital from Cartago to San Jose. And from that moment, San Jose has become the capital of Costa Rica. It happened that they decided to have this group of new countries in Central America that supposedly were going to grow all together. Okay? What happened is that in 1838, Panama took over an island that belonged to Costa Rica. And since Guatemala was the capital of the Spanish colony in America, when they decided to form the group, they kept Guatemala as the, let's call it like the big sister, alright? Like the one that was going to solve the problems that this group was going to have in the future. In 1838, Panama took over this island, and Costa Rica went to Guatemala and said, okay, Guatemala, Panama is doing this. What are you going to do about it? And Guatemala did nothing. Panama kept the island, even nowadays. It's called Bocas del Toro. It's one of their major destinations for tourism. And Costa Rica said, okay, Guatemala, if this is the way it's going to be, I'm out.